What a beautiful day to begin with. Thank you so much for being with us. And today I'm going to review the Netflix series The Serpent. Before talking about the synopsis or anything about whatever they have shown it, let me share my experience that I have watched on the different kind of documentaries, and especially it has been on mainstream media for quite long, and especially it make it created so much hype in the news when he was retained in India, and especially maybe the Netflix, not Netflix, Nat Geo had documentaries also. So that's how I got to know a lot of things from about it. And moreover, once you visit Southeast Asia, there are plenty of things you will already find out that how it was very easy for him to go through all this crime, because at that time the passports were like manual, and they could be changed easily. So there were many things that he knew that he could go through easily, because he was born in Saigon, and Saigon is also a tourist hotspot. And his mother was Vietnamese, and the father he left the family. That's why he was being adopted to the French stepdad. So that's why he got the French citizenship. That's maybe these are all this information that I got. The Serpent, the Beginning Killer, or the Splitter Killer. These are all the names that have been given to him. So what happens is that from 1963 to 76, almost like 13 years, he committed some crimes, and he killed almost like 30 people. That's what it was being investigated in the series. So majority of his time he spent in Thailand and India and Nepal, and he knew at that time the hippies and all those who were tourists, he eyeing on them, and found out that who are the vulnerable ones or who has a lot of money, and then he can get their identity, steal their identity, and keep them in their own guest house. So that's how he stole a lot of identities of the people, and Dominic was one of them. But he was escaped because he was being held by a couple. Naden and Remy both were very closer to Mari, and Mari is a friend of Charles, because most of the time he tells people that his name is Alan, and one of their accomplices was Ajay. So these three people were always eyeing all those people, those who are having some kind of stuff like gems, jewelry, and all kind of things that can be easily saleable. So Naden and her boyfriend, they were always giving them some clients who can sell gems. But Dominic was different. So they found out that what is happening with the Dominic, and there were some other things that happened, and Dominic was insecure about it, and he told them that this has happened with me. So how they helped Dominic, you have to watch the series. That's why synopsis I can tell, but you will have to find out what had happened with him. So after his escape, they were very insecure that what could happen, that this guy just eloped from our place and we cannot trace him. So during that time, what happens, there are multiple things that happen, and there was a Dutch diplomat, Herman, along with his wife Angela. They were trying to work upon the things that were happening in Southeast Asia, the people who were being killed. So he seek the help of the Belgian diplomat and Paul, and he helped a lot. So during that time, the Herman has been gaining all the evidences so that he can capture this guy. But since he knew that he has been traced by authorities, he found out that this could be very difficult for him to get rid of himself from this kind of trap that has been created by Herman. So he left Thailand and then went to India, and there he was detained because he went to Nepal also, but in 1976 he was detained there, and he given a 10-year jail, and before he was about to be released, because he knew his mind games that if he will escape, definitely he will be going through extracted to. So he knew that if his term will finish here, so there are extradition treaties or something like this, so he could be sent to Thailand. And there Herman has already created every evidences. That's it, from the beginning Herman has created so much evidences, and he has got all of them, so that sooner or later he could show to upper authorities. So Paul was always helping him, his wife and Nathan and Remy, they were always there. But this is very tough for the couple, especially Nathan, because she was very closer to Mari, and especially all the information has been very crucial. So they need to keep their self low profile sometimes, but this could be very hard for them. So what happens now? Once he was detained in India, so before his jail term finished in India, he threw a party, and just right before he was about to be released, he escaped from the jail, so that he can be detained once again, so that he will remain there for quite long, because he became a very celebrity at that time, and we could see in the old news from India, he got a lot of books around him. He was studying, and he was a celebrity there. People were thinking, who is he? Because he was always very kind, generous to all the people. And moreover, in Bollywood there are plenty of media and hype, and he knew he could bargain with all these kind of things. So he was having a celebrity status there. And after all this time, he went back to France, and in 2003 or 4 he went again to Nepal and detained there, and right now he's in Nepal. But overall, whatever happened, he go through and escape through all these things easily, but he never went back to Thailand, just because he knew that there are plenty of evidences there, because till date Herman kept all the evidences with him. So right now Herman is in New Zealand, and he divorced from Angela. His wife worked with United Nations for quite long, and she is in another place, and Herman is with Vanessa, his new wife. And about Remy and Eden, and both are also separated, and they are on different corners of Thailand. And Nathan runs a bamboo resort, whereas Remy runs a tropical fruit farm. And about the Belgian diplomat, he died in around 2004. But overall, this web series is still good to watch. And the French guy who escaped from the trap, Dominic, he is in France, and he is traveling. He is a frequent traveler, and especially he earned a lot of money through rights of the movie that he has given, and all these things. Overall, it's really expected that he has earned around 15 million by giving the rights, and that's how he is still earning and enjoying his filthy rich life. And another thing is, Nadine is always scared, and she said, because we went through so much pressure at that time, and till date she said that I keep the baseball bat with me. But you will really enjoy this. I'm talking too much, I guess. So have a great day, take care of yourself, and stay safe. Bye bye.